Now normally, when I get junk in the mail, I throw it out, but I happened to see this and was like, well, I kind of like Smash Brothers. Now the interesting thing is I went to Smash Burger, didn't really like it, but they gave me a $5 coupon, said let's start fresh, and I tried it again. I'm like, oh, this is good. So their little marketing thing worked. So we're gonna go have a smashing good time at Smash Burger. Hey now, at Smash Burgers. Oh, you know what? I think this used to be a Denny's. Look, see how that goes up there, and it looks like half of a Denny's. I think they bought it and remodeled it. From the back, from the front, you can't even tell. It's a nice outdoor seating area. Here's the inside of it. Here's a quick example of. Here's a quick explanation of why it's called Smash Brothers or Smash Burger. Start with a ball and they smash it. I have the chicken, which is not very smashed looking, and smashed tots with bonus fries. And Brian over here.
I got mushroom, truffle and Swiss with a black bean patty and smashed fries, which are olive oil and rosemary seasoning.
And then fountain drinks.
Yeah.
And Brian has Dr. Pepper, right?
Coke this time, Dr. Pepper next round.
Huh, okay. And I have just iced tea. Alright, well, the burger is pretty good. I still like the beef best here. Working on the potatoes.
Pretty tasty, pretty tasty. I'm not really pleased with the portions they give you here, especially for the prices. The burgers are kind of small. The fried portions are pretty good, but in terms of tastiness, I like Smash Burger. It's just, I complain about the portions and that's all. There's a black bean patty with mushrooms and Swiss cheese and a certain type of mayonnaise that's like unusual, so pretty tasty. If you like black bean burgers, go ahead and try that. The black bean burger ends up kind of overpowering everything else, so if you're not really into a black bean burger, get the beef. That way you'll taste the mushrooms a little more. But I like it. It was tasty.
We're thinking this used to be a Circuit City over here. Looks like one. If that's the case, it's been empty for quite a while. Welcome. This is Space Shower TV. I'm Kurt.
Hello, my name is Dave Grohl. Welcome to Golden Shower TV. We're here at somewhere, and we hope you enjoy the show.
And I hope you enjoy the bootleg footage that'll inevitably follow. I just got a little bit of, I guess, deja vu or not nostalgia or whatever, because this lighting golden hour on top of a parking garage reminds us of the video we did the first year we went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, back in 20 Years of Fear.
And this is actually the Orlando Fashion Square featuring Macy's.
Oh, how appropriate.
And we're going to check it out. Just when I got up here, when we went to Halloween Horror Nights the first time in 2010, the sun was setting, and it was about this time, and we were getting out in a parking garage. When I got out, it just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
So. And as most malls, it has a JCPenney. Notice it's JCPenney, not JCPenney's. See? Learning something every day, huh? Heck yeah, check this out. Look, it's a new arrival.
Looking at that coming down the escalator, I was like, what the heck?
And look, it has amazing clear sound. This is interesting. Record player that uses Bluetooth. You probably are a little lazy if you can't even bother to hold a laser pointer and shine on the ground for a few minutes. If this video abruptly ends, it's because security told me I have to stop shooting. But right now, This is what the mall looks like on the inside. Looks kind of old school. That's interesting. Oh, let's go to the candy shop and buy some candy. Wait, what? There's not a single piece of candy in there. King Anime. Some Japanese stuff. Cool. Of course, Pocky you could pretty much get anywhere at this point. Japanese soda. Haichu, something you can actually get at 7-Eleven. Interesting. Nothing says Japanese like Garfield. Gotta catch them all. Some figures. Yeah, figures. And over here, Brian has found some
Posters.
$2 each for Pokemon. There's an actual Dragon Ball. And big balls. Okay, they look like bouncing balls. Hello, Panda. Check out the t-shirts. These are $28. These bags, $38. Well, I guess it's not too bad. That's a little more than I expected. You can see the prices on here. This little plush is $18.80. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of a cool design. Overwatch. Oh, it's only $1. Nice. Now I can't figure out what this is. Or at least these over here. This one is squishy, but it opens. Not sure what it is supposed to hold. That's $8.80. Not too bad. Oh, make sure you do not eat the squishies. I guess people have tried that. Green tea Kit Kat. I like green tea, so they do have this at Disney, but they only have the larger bags. They're more expensive, so I'm going to try it. This is interesting. Get a harness and you just bounce around.
What you mean, you jump around, Dave?
Well, that too. When you jump, you bounce, Brian.
Oh.
You bounce and then you jump, and you jump and you bounce. Or you can, you can't. You can go up there and jump down and bound and see if you can maybe jump hard enough and bounce right back up to the other side. I'm sure that's not discouraged. Some Rick and Morty stuff. And look, it's a Spencer's, formerly Spencer Gifts. Don't really go to Spencer Gifts anymore. More of a young people thing. One thing about Spencer gift stores, it is super packed as much as they possibly can make it.
Have a great day.
Come, friends to the end, Brian. Of course, cheap electronics sold at a high price. Staple of Spencer Gifts. Okay. Lanyards. Oh, the deadliest of hollows. This plush throw is kind of cool. Well, crap. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I guess Hot Topic isn't the only place that has this. Ah! Plastered putting green. I've worked at Spencer Gifts, 2 different ones in 2 different malls over 2 different holiday seasons. One of my earliest jobs. Because I always loved shopping in here when I was little, when I was younger. Should we buy this and play it and prove all those people wrong who are like, ooh, it's a dangerous toy, not a game, ooh. And of course all the shirts. That's actually a cool Nirvana shirt. Pretty simple, but... And then next to it is Led Zeppelin. Pink Floyd, that's the alright shirt. It's an interesting one, I haven't seen this one yet. Hey, hey kids! Whoa, check out the crazy Scooby-Doo shirt. A Polaroid. Let's paint a happy universe over here. Oh. Don't you want a balloon, Brian?
Sure I do.
Check out the horror icons.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool shirt. Every day is Halloween, hell yes. Here's something old school. And we work at a place that used to have a Nickelodeon studio back in the day. Fortunately, they left. More and more geek culture becoming more prevalent. This looks like it used to be something else a long time ago. Of course, the mall looks like it's been here a long time. Look at all the Batman. Now, just like Gods and Monsters, there is entirely too much stuff, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview of a couple of items. I don't know what all this stuff is here, but it is a comic store, which is, movies and characters. This, I don't know what this is. Batman the Animated Series. Later on, they came out with Superman who looked exactly like Batman.
Yeah.
The thing about this store is it has a lot of actual comics instead of just the more popular adaptations of comics. And as most bookstores, obligatory tables for gaming, which is nice. Oh, check out these setups over here. It's a howitzer! Those of you watching don't know, but there was a punk group also called Howitzer. I heard of long before I knew that Howitzer was the name of a gun. Pretty cool. Here are some of the games that you can buy to play over here. I think this is a War Machine, or Warhammer, sorry.
$40K.
$40,000, that's a little expensive for a board game, but, must be really good. Oh, these look a lot like HeroScape.
Oh, yeah.
But it isn't. A lot like HeroScape. This is interesting. Set of two.
Reporter guy. The punk reporter guy.
Rick and Morty. Lanyards.
Yes.
I wonder where the missing face is. Oh, there it is. I always knew Brian was part of... Oh, wait, Stranger Things. It looked like Star Wars style. But that's a Stranger Thing right there in the middle. This is actually kind of cool. This too with the... This is actually really nice. Oops. Problem is, kind of not very practical, but the details is amazing.
Yeah.
This is a cool Joker. Ha 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 ha.
Remember from Christmas Operation.
Oh yeah. Also a staple of malls is the annual calendar shops that always pop up that usually look like this. Penguins. Beyond the woods. Yeah, that's way beyond the woods. There's not a tree in that whole thing. At least maybe far away, but what you gonna pick? Hot Topic. Oh, look at the Smashing Pumpkins shirt.
I don't see it. That's a Slayer. Where's Slayer?
8-bit saw. Shining. Kind of a cool Gur shirt. This is an interesting one. Beanies! Potter stuff, of course. So, Harry Potter, these used to be a lot more common. They're kind of hard to find now. And then under it, just some regular sweet tart ropes, some Japanese stuff. Pop rocks! It'll kill you! You know what bugs me about this? The contents.
Oh.
Of course, pop characters, because they're everywhere. I call them pop characters. That might be incorrect. I think pop characters are specifically one type, or maybe it started that, but I should just call them pop from now on. I think that's the actual proper brand. Like this is Pop Heroes, Pop Game. And they also, of course, make the famous Pop Tarts. No, they don't. Check out the Crash Bandicoot biker outfit. Oh, So that's a little bit of old school, sort of. Make it nice and clear. They're Animaniacs. It's a pretty cool shirt. Oh, everything just stopped all at once. And a lot more pop. A lot more pop. Of course, more shirts. Lots of glare. Next to more shirts. Marilyn Manson. Every time I see Marilyn Monroe in the park, I always say, there's Marilyn Monroe. No, I almost say Manson, but then I have to stop and say, no, Monroe. Well, they did have some plants here once. They gave up on that a long time ago. There's still a little bit left of them. It's kind of like all the fountains in malls always get filled in and plants because I guess they just conclude that it's just too expensive to maintain an actual fountain.
Here we are, 2 hours later. It's a pretty cool mall. We were good, we didn't spend too much money. I went ahead and bought myself some green tea Kit Kats.
Ooh.
A Japan exclusive, presented by King's Anime, right here in the Fashion Square.
Right. Oddly, the word mall is not in the name of the mall.
Yeah. So it's always a little sad. I grew up in the 80s when malls were thriving, in the 90s when malls were thriving. So it's a little sad to walk into a mall and see it slowly dying, which this kind of was. It's got a little bit of life to it, but there's a lot of closed locations here and some cool stuff that's no longer.
We saw an arcade game that works with actual quarters, which we haven't seen since the 80s when they switched to tokens. Mm-hmm. But just like I figured, at some point I had to stop shooting in the mall itself, as requested by security.
But as you saw in the video, there's some cool stores.
We did see a bowling alley arcade that had just closed,
yeah.
But all the games, everything were still on.
Yeah.
But
this is a cool place. I mean, it's
a bit of a time capsule. This is what malls used to look like a few years ago.
Yeah. And I agree
a few
with
decades
that
ago.
Having been around malls.
The type of architecture.
Yeah. Having been around malls in the late 80s and early 90s, I agree with that. It does look like.
It probably looks like the mall did when it opened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is fine.
You know, it's still open for now.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it looking the way it does.
It just looks really dated.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes it feel like maybe I should go shop at a more modern mall because this is kind of dead. And maybe it's, I don't know.
But look, if you like shopping in a mall.
I'm not saying you should feel that way, but.
If you like shopping in a mall, come here, spend some money, put some life into it.
Yeah. I like buying things in a mall or a store and then I have it. I don't have to wait for shipping.
Yeah.
Especially because I've had to drive all the way to the UPS distribution location before because I missed a shipment, which is a pain. So, this is our video for Smash Brothers and the mall. Thanks for watching this video all the way through, and
please visit through the gift shop.
Shoot over here before someone's like, "Hey, what are you doing out here with the camera? It's private property." Beanies! Bat beanies!